Hey guys, so today I am excited about this video. So I got a request from someone via Instagram actually who watches my videos, and they asked if I could do a flip through of my Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows, BOS, Grimoire. Different people call it different things. But as a practicing Wicca, I have a book that I have compiled all kinds of things in, and I want to take you through it today. So, I am terrible at drawing. When I write things, it is never straight. If I'm writing on a blank piece of paper, if I have lined paper, I'm fine. But if I'm drawing on blank paper, it will be crooked and the lettering won't match. And yeah, I am not artistic in the way of I'm good at like calligraphy or writing or drawing. It's pretty awful. I do not have one of those fancy grimoires that you usually see where it's like leather bound or it has jewels on it, and when you open it up it's like beautifully written in and hand drawn. No. Mine is kind of eclectic and practical. Some of it is hand drawn because our printer just completely stopped working. So some of it has to be hand drawn. Some of it I actually liked hand drawing because for what, like certain things, it did feel more personal and better to hand draw it. But most of it is printouts. I got a lot of printouts from Pinterest, from just Googling things. I mean, you should see my Wicca board on Pinterest and my tarot board on Pinterest. Whoa. So yeah, and to keep it practical and to keep my my drawings and pictures safe, I just went with a binder. So let's dive in and take a look at my grimoire. So let's start on my grimoire or Book of Shadows. So it is just a binder, but a very sturdy one, and I wanted one with a front like insert thing so that I could put something on the front so it wouldn't be plain. So this is obviously a pentagram. So this is basically just a blessing calling on Lady and the Lord, elements to basically keep this grimoire safe. I mean, obviously I'm not super secretive about it, but it's a blessing to kind of keep it safe from any who would use my Book of Shadows for harm or to harm me. So that is the cover. When you go inside, I have a sigil blessing. Nobody reads this grimoire without my consent. So I really like this sigil. So like I said, I have page protectors for each thing because I don't want anything to ruin my pages, and it keeps it organized. It keeps pages from getting ripped or yellowing or fraying. So then this first section doesn't have a divider, but it's basically just a personal section about me. And it's not very big, obviously, because I don't have that much yet. But so you have Sagittarius, which I am, oils, incense, characteristics, symbol, element, planet, nature, metal, numbers, tarot, and colors, gems, all that stuff. So just some info about Sagittarius, which this I did handwrite because I wanted to print out a really cool looking sheet, but then our printer broke, hand wrote it, and then when I print out other stuff I was like, well, I'm not gonna waste this. So so this is kind of personal, but I decided to share it anyway. This is my signifier card for tarot, the strength card. This page is dedicated to my deity, Persephone. This is a relatively new thing to me. I did some meditation to meet my spirit guide slash deity, and it was a weird experience. But then I really felt like Persephone was calling to me, and I really want to expand my Persephone section. Definitely. Artwork and just more stuff like that. Yeah. Persephone is a really cool chick, by the way. So this is my miscellaneous. Some of my miscellaneous items I feel like I'm probably going to expand into other bigger sections. But for now, since my grimoire is a baby one, it's just miscellaneous for right now. I have some morning prayers, just calling on the goddess and God. The witch's alphabet, 13 goals of the witch, the Wiccan Reed. Another thing you'll notice is, since I'm not good at drawing, which I've made very clear here, I use stickers to decorate a lot because I want it to be cute and want it to look good, but I'm not going to do I will not be able to do that on my own. So stickers help immensely. I have the elements: air, fire, earth, water. Fifth element being spirit. Candle magic, colors and what they're associated with. Charging water. More specifically, moon water. Charlie, you're being noisy. Making holy water. Color energy. It's like this can help with like balancing energies. I went to the library to print a bunch of stuff out. I knew I was forgetting stuff, and it was a whole like 3 pages on auras that I forgot to print out. And that makes me so frustrated because I really wanted my section on auras in here when I did this. A sigil wheel, so where you can like create your own sigils for protections and whatever kind of spells you're doing, which I'm excited to use this and get more acquainted with how that process works. But when I expand, this will be in my sigil section. So, and then last, I know this page is blank, but it's because of the way the page printed. I have a pendulum chart. I wanted it to face this way, but when I did it, it was upside. It was a whole thing. Anyway, so our next section is spells. This is my biggest section thus far. Charlie, what are you doing in here? Go, shoo. This is my biggest section so far. And I really like how this turned out. So I have circle casting, consecrating, which I was going to show you guys this. I forgot. So I just did a whole ceremony ritual with consecrating on in bulk, so I could consecrate my theme. I have never had one before. I have been wanting to get one, and I finally bought it. I know, in like traditional practices, themes tend to be longer, but I don't have that much room like on my altar and in my space, so I went with something a little smaller, but I think it's gorgeous. It's got my birthstone color in the handle, a lion on the hilt, like it called to me. So I used this consecration ritual to consecrate this and my rune stones on in bulk. And that was really cool. So then I have this cinnamon money spell, which I actually used. That was the one I made a mess on my altar with. And we went to gamble over the weekend. I used this spell respectfully, not asking for lots of riches, but just for just like a little bump. Like, you know, like not to walk away with thousands of dollars, but with like a little something extra, because I never win. And I came back from our trip like over $200 up. So that was really cool. It was a really weird experience because no one else around me was winning, and I was just like knew what number was going to hit and when it was going to hit and what to bet, and it was really weird. And so this is a prosperity spell. I did this on like New Year's Day or the day before New Year's, but like a prosperity spell for the new year. Depression banishing spell, protection spell from someone, a healing spell, spell for prophetic dreams, and like the next few are all like remember a past life, psychic spells, spirit guide contact spell, rain chant, and then I think I might put like a tab like on here just so that it keeps it a little separate, because this is now into my spell bottle section. I'm really big into spell bottles. I love making them, but I don't really want them completely separate from my spells. So home protection jar, intuition, negative energy, full moon, dark moon, calming, anti-depression jar, self-love, enhanced mental ability jar. I have one of those right above my altar actually, as well as a protection jar. I have a protection jar in my car, right above my altar, and then a luck spell jar. Next we have probably one of my favorite sections, the Sabbats section. Now all of these I got off Pinterest. Whoever made these, you're amazing. I wish I could give you credit because they're beautiful. So I have the Wheel of the Year. And then since it is the one I feel most connected to, I started my section with Sam Wayne. Sam Wayne, however you... It's such a weird word, and it's like I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. So these sheets are so beautiful. They have the dates, they have the colors that are associated with the Sabbat, herbs, decorations, incense, gems, foods, more decorations, deities, mythology, animals, like, they're so beautiful. I want to expand this section, obviously, with, like, specific rituals, specific spells. Yule, in bulk, and then what I did was, like, this is a ritual I did on in bulk as well, and so I just put it on the back side of the in bulk information page. Austera, which is our next Sabbat, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. Like, my altar is going to be just a rainbow color. So excited. Beltane, Litha, Lammas, Mabon, which I have a ritual that I want to try when that comes around, which is quite a while, obviously. And then that is basically the end. I have a couple extra dividers. I have all my sheets, and then I have extra paper for when I want to handwrite my own stuff. So yeah, that is my Book of Shadows. I love it so much. I have spent so much time like deciding how I want it to look, what I want to do with it, how I want it organized. Like, I absolutely love it, and I'm honestly, like, I'm proud of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through of my grimoire, my Book of Shadows. It is ever growing. I am working on it on a weekly basis. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to organize, how much detail I want to go into about like specific things. I want to have a section on just tarot spreads. I want to have a section on crystals. I want to expand my section on Persephone. I want to expand my section basically everything in my miscellaneous. I kind of want to just expand into its own section, like dowsing, divination work, I want to have a section on oils. I would like to have a section on sigils, but I kind of actually like writing the sigil by the spell or like spell bottle it goes with. Like, I really like doing that. I definitely want to expand my herbs, have a whole section on herbs. But yeah, especially herbs and crystals and oils, like they need their own section, and I need to work on making them their own sections because I am very much a green witch. I like to make spell jars and potions and use herbs and oils, and so I definitely want to expand those because those are very important in my work. So I want to have whole sections on those specifically. So yeah, I honestly, I love my grimoire, and I know it's not like as pretty and as like witchy looking as some people's, but I honestly, I love it. It's just, it's very me. You know, just protect your sheets so I don't spill anything on them, because I'll tell you what, my altar gets kind of messy. Like I said in my in bulk altar setup, having the like plastic tablecloth from Dollar Tree for my altar cloths comes in handy because I make a lot of messes. When I was making my spell sachet for when we went on my husband's birthday trip the other week, oh my god, I made such a mess. It was awful. I had to take apart my entire altar so that I could wipe it down and get the mess off. And then when I was anointing my in bulk candles, that got kind of messy too. So, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. For the person who requested I make this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I like what you said about, you know, we're all just kind of doing this on our own and trying to figure it out, and it's awesome to learn from each other. I mean, I don't know where I would be if I couldn't, you know, learn from other Wiccans and pagans who have gone down this path before me, because I would be so lost. And I love sharing my journey with people because it's so important and so beautiful to me, and I love sharing it. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you later.